don't worry, this is not any kind of a political rant or dramatic stuff going on, but actually I got this really good email from these wonderful first-time buyers that I represented, because frankly I think all realtors can vouch for this. We love first-time buyers because it's just something special and emotional about helping somebody get into their very first house. And so anyway, her message to me was asking what should they do here at the end of year one to take care of their house. So first of all, kudos to this wonderful smart buyer for asking that question, because frankly, as your realtor, when you call us like 5 and 6 years later and we come out to the house and you haven't done squat, it's kind of disturbing and frightening, and we don't like deferred maintenance. So anyway, here were some of the things that I told her. You can do this too. In fact, you could do it every single year. So the first thing is renew that home warranty. If you hired a good realtor like, my team or myself or, one of the other awesome RE/MAX executive agents, I'm just saying they happen to be the best, but if you got a home warranty when you bought the house, renew it. It's about $400, which sounds like a lot, but frankly, you've wasted more than that at Target on an accidental Saturday afternoon. So when you renew that home warranty, remember that it's going to cover not everything. And I know some people wail and moan and gnash their teeth about not having everything covered, but y'all, nothing's ever always covered in life. Anyway, get the warranty. I keep it on all my rental properties too, because sure as the world, if you let that thing expire, the dishwasher's going to go, and shortly thereafter, the water heater. And on a side note, it is not the hot water heater, because if you're heating hot water, you've got a problem. It should be just the water heater. So quit calling it a hot water heater. Anyway, the second thing you ought to do is shop your homeowner's insurance. You might be surprised at your premiums if you don't ask. So I love to call my insurance agent every year. He loves these phone calls from me when I say, hey, I need to verify that I'm getting the best premiums. And I usually do shop around, and frankly, I stay with the same man because his premiums are generally right in line. And even if they're not, I love him and his customer service, and so I would pay just a little bit extra to have that State Farm attention that I have. The third thing you would like to do is call an extermination company and have your house checked for wood-destroying insects. Now, in the past, we used to tell you to check for termites, but now we have an influx of carpenter bees, powder post beetles, and nasty other little critters that will eat your house up from the inside out. So call every year and have it checked, because y'all, termites are not your friends. Now, I know in Australia, the Aborigines use them for medicinal purposes, but here in North Carolina, there's nothing medicinal about it except that you'll need some medicinal scuppernong wine or something if your house happens to get eat up by the termites. The fourth thing you need to do is look and see what the county and city think your house is worth, because sometimes they move your valuation and you didn't notice it because you were busy not paying attention. And if they've moved your number to an unrealistic number, you definitely want to call your realtor and say, hey, help me fight the man down at the tax office, because that is what we are here to do, is help defend your real estate with you. And then the fifth thing you need to do is change those smoke detector batteries and check the carbon monoxide detector. And I know that you generally only change those at 3 a.m. when they start to squealing and beeping, and you can't make them stop. So be proactive instead of reactive and check them right now. And on that note, you know those air filters that go with your heating and air system and those big old grates and returns? You're supposed to check those every month. In fact, I change mine out when it's time to make the mortgage payment. But in case you forgot because you got busy, check them at least once a year, because you are killing your heating and air system if you don't change the filters. And then the last thing I would tell you is you need to go take a bar of Irish Spring soap and grate it out beside your flower beds. It will keep the deer out of your beds, because at this time of year, the deer will like nothing more than to come eat up those beautiful winter pansies you're putting out. So put out some Irish Spring. It won't hurt the deer, but it'll keep your pansies safe. And if you're a realtor listening to this, you're welcome to add your own annual checklist items to the comment thread below. And if you're a consumer, you should always make sure that you have a relationship with your realtor that allows you to contact them anytime for ideas and information, because frankly, it makes us feel wonderful to be needed.